Unst, 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 unst. Whoa. It is time. It is time. What is going on, everybody? Happy Sunday. Hope you're doing fantastic. Back just in time. I just ran downstairs, got some water. I made it back just in time to go live. So I am super excited. I don't show up late to these much, dude. Freaking pats on back, as old Mr. Lee and Fart would say. You know what I mean? Hope you guys are doing fantastic. T Chev's in the chat. iFOMO's in the chat. This is probably some of the most concurrent viewers before I even got on in a minute. So I appreciate you guys. We booming. We are certainly effing booming. Big news. Big news coming out recently. Probstein changed the name of his site. It was going to be BYD or bid. I guess he finally determined that that's the number one Chinese automaker, so he decided not to use that name, and he went with Snipe instead. So I don't know how I feel about that. It's kind of like a negative thing, sniping, or I don't know. But he's got a new website that's launching very soon, probably very soon, and I saw something that said the end of October is going to be his last time on eBay. His Mr. Probstein is exiting eBay to start his own venture. Fanatics competitor number one, pretty much, is what it's going to be. eBay competitor. I don't think, if anything, if I was Fanatics, I would probably be a little excited. Kind of like myself is a little excited. They might lose some customers because the customers want their things in front of eBay and not on Probstein website ABC. You know what I mean? So I think it'll be interesting to see how it plays out. Obviously, Fanatics does decent outside of the outside of eBay, but we will see. You got Heritage, Fanatics, this Snipe app. You got freaking Golden. There's a bajillion of them popping up. Apparently, that's the play. I wonder when Z&G is going to start his own website. We'll have to go on his website instead of doing this. 3 years? Nah, maybe more than that. Probstein was on eBay. I think he said 21 years, y'all. 21 years. And they're like, we can't reduce your rates anymore. So he said, F you, I'm gone. Is basically what happened. That's wild. Anyways, I'm excited as somebody who does sealed consignments because probably my number one only competitor that I really keep an eye on is Probstein, and he's leaving eBay. So that's fantastic. Here we are. Cheers to that, guys. Like this is dope. This is gonna be a hopefully it can't be any negative. I don't think any negative comes out of this for me. Um, so that's fantastic. That's fantastic. There is a bunch. I saw just off the rip, like something I saw Z&G posted. There was like a $32,000 Uyama's Black Label Pikachu. You stupid sons of bitches. That is an absurd amount of money for that card. That is insane, dude. I freaking love this right now. I just went through like my stack of like BS cards that I have graded, and as I'm going through them, I'm like, no way, this is $200. Like every other card I looked at was like, I saved like the shittiest card in like whatever it was, a PSA 10 or a Pristine 10. I'm like, this is for the PC. This is a $5 card in a 10, and now it's like $200 plus. So I am like torn. I am torn on what I want to do there. Part of me really, 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 really wants to sell some of the shit, to be honest. It's getting pretty close, bud. It's getting pretty close. Man, just look at, I got a bunch of new feedbacks recently, and the feedbacks are nice, dude. Fast delivery, quick respond. It was delivered in a well packaged box. Damn. Arrived in perfect condition. The quality was as described. Was given a coupon for buying multiple cards. Damn, dude. Freaking, what a day. Great packaging condition. Great card quality. Shipped fast. Well packaged. I wish more sellers were like this. Damn, my feedbacks have been nice, dude. Oh, man. So, Chicago CollectCon is coming up. 2 weeks. My plan is to be there. So let me know if you're gonna be there, dude. Let me know if any y'all gonna be there. I think this is my first one this year, and maybe my only one, which is kind of sad in itself. You know, it might be my only one. Big sad, dude. So looking forward to it. I think card parties this coming weekend, or it just happened. I don't even know. I don't keep a pulse on card party like that at all. I might get to one eventually, but for me, I don't have tons of interest. To be honest, I don't. So, skip Chicago and go to New Jersey? When's New Jersey? Didn't that already pass? The city of Chicago just sounds so much more appealing. The east side of the United States is dog buns. November? That's like the week before Thanksgiving, dude. Yeah, that's the week before Thanksgiving. I'm not swinging that. I'm not. And also, I gotta fly there. Chicago, I can drive. That sounds so much nicer, dude. Sounds so much nicer just to drive to Chicago. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm definitely just gonna do that. Houston's always been a play, though. I've always liked Houston. I always got a homie that puts me up, and it's fucking awesome. Dude's the GOAT. Oh, but yeah, Texas blows. Besides Collecticons, that's for sure. None of y'all going to Chicago, huh? Damn, it's like that. It's fucked. That's crazy. I've asked a lot of people. Pretty much the only people going to Chicago fucking live in Chicago. Like, those are the guys going. Ain't nobody traveling to CollectCons anymore. Unless you go into Charlotte. That seems to be the one everyone loves freaking going. That seems to be the one, y'all. So it seems like all these auctions do be ending like right around now. Like there's 6 minutes left on a few cards and they're about to be done. 7 minutes left, 10 minutes. Like, what is this card? A Meloetta EX Black Bolt SIR? $200, dude. What the okay. Sold items. Yeah, so we're gonna again, as always, go through the freaking auction, see what's popping. Gotta see what's going on. Gotta get a pulse of the market. Gotta see how much Burger Chews are selling for now. Ooh, gray felt hat down? 2 grand? Are we cooling off? Are we cooling off? I think I just saw a $2,000 Pikachu gray felt hat, and that's like, that's cheap compared to last week. It was all of them sold for $23.50. So somebody really took like a 15% haircut over the week. Burger Chew still cooking though. $255 on a PSA 10 Burger Chew. Like a 80% gem rate, dude. Dude, I really want the Cowboys to beat the Packers. The Packers lost to the Browns. The Browns got absolutely fisted by the Lions today. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm. Why does the score say 13-0? Keep me up on the score. Like, I don't want to have to keep checking about 13-2. Really, that's the score. Son of a bitch. Shout out to the LA Rams. They whooped that ass as expected. Who'd they play? Oh, the 3-0 Colts. The Colts have beat nobody. They've beaten nobody. And I could have guaranteed they were going to lose the freaking Rams, dude. Good night. Night. No chance. Not even a whim that they were going to win that game, dude. Melted the Panthers? Hell yeah. Daniel Jones. I mean, yeah, Daniel Jones. I feel like he played a okay game, but yeah, it's just, I don't know. The Rams just be. Their only loss was who? The Eagles, and they should have won. They lost to a block kick. They literally beat them, and they would have beat the Eagles in the NFC Championship game or whatever it was, but it was snowing. Like they literally, I couldn't believe it. I'm like, no shot, it's snowing. Of course they got fucking. I don't know. The Rams and the Lions looking right for the NFC, dude. I'd say the number 1 and number 2 right now. Don't at me. That's crazy. Danny Dimes. And the Giants won. Who'd they beat? They beat the Chargers. The 3-0 Chargers lost to the Giants. That team took a bath. God damn, dude. Dude, I haven't even been looking at fantasy football today because I'm just super upset. My fantasy football teams are in the sharter, dude. I'm 0-3 this week in my 3 leagues. I'm going to uninstall this app. That's fucking dark. How do you go 0-3 in fantasy football, dude? Oh my. In one of my leagues, I'm like 0-4. Suck my left nut. Of course, I had a LA Chargers receiver with 30 points and a Buffalo receiver with 20 points on my bench. Suck my. Dude, 0-4 in one league. But yeah, I've lost all 3 games this week. Super depressing, man. Not great. Anyways, without further ado, let's fucking get into this because we usually run out of time. I don't be doing this for 2-3 hours. I usually run at about an hour and a half. And the Z&G auctions be running deep as a mother right now. We're about to be October next week, dude. It's going to be October next week. The 5th of October next Sunday. Y'all better buckle. We're in Q4. That's Q4, people. In case you weren't keeping track at home. That means the year's coming to an end. And you should probably start doing your books. Y'all need to quit fucking off and go do your books. Guilty. I'm guilty. If you have not already, please consider subscribing. Hit the like button. That would be awesome. We booming into the winter, dude. I don't know. We'll see how these prices are looking. Every week they've been like doing better or staying the same. I haven't really seen much dip. I don't know. It's tough to gauge though because there's so many different eras. So this will be interesting to see, kind of get a little pulse on it. But this right here is a tell that maybe $2,000, like literally taking a $350 bath in a week is not great. That's like Bitcoin style losses there. That's not good. PSA 9 Umbreon Aquapolis is 2.9K. A PSA 8 Skyridge Umbreon is 2.8. Damn, dude. That's crazy. Another $2,000 felt hat Pika. Like, people gonna learn, dude. They're gonna learn. Like, Jesus, I can't keep buying $2,300 freaking felt hat Pikachus to keep the market up on them. Somebody's gonna have to buy these, but there's just so many of them bitches hitting the market. Dragonite V's over $1,000. Evolving Skies. There is a bunch of cards in Evolving Skies over $1,000 now, dude. Let's count them. I think the Rayquaza, Umbreon, Dragonite, There's a few of them. Is I think the other Umbreon might have hit it too. I can't remember. Fuck. There's a few of them. Leafeon maybe. I don't remember. I don't know, dude. Don't put me on the spot like that. Nidoking Crystal, $1,800 in a PSA 9. That's English Crystal, dude. Sun and Moon Full Art Espeon GX, $2,250. You know how many times I flipped through and saw this card in the binder? I said, pass $15. Pass $2,250 in a 10 for that card can't be more than $100 in a freaking raw condition. $2,250, dude. I Houndoom PSA 9 is crazy. I can look at the card and the price and I can guess the grade pretty easily, knowing it's when it's not a 10 even. I'm like, oh yeah, it's a 9. $1,500 for that Houndoom 9. Whew, some sauce right here. Skyridge Gengar, basically what is probably a PSA 9, sold for $7,000. It's a BGS 9.5, but if you look at the surface or the corners condition, it's a 9, so it's not great. But this mother effer right here also just hit a black label. Somebody just hit a black label of this Shining Gyarados, Japanese from Neo 3. This is only a pristine 10 that sold for $12,600. This card is over 5 figures. Flash Fire Mega Charizard from 2016. How many cards? No, 2014. How many cards from 2014 and later are 5 figures? I'll wait. Besides trophy cards, is this the only one? There's got to be. No, I guess creature deck obviously is going to touch that too, but 12 racks. Brad G, if I were you, with that new Mega Charizard set coming out, you might be touching the peak here really soon, bro. But like, it might be time to unload. That's crazy. Phantom Forces, Dialga. Yeah, Phantom Forces got some sauce too. It's got the Gengar too. It's probably not 10 racks, but people be spending dummy on it. 1,400 for a first edition Dark Dragonite and a Gem Mint 10 from CGC doesn't sound terrible. I could think of a bunch of other things I could waste my money on that are worse. I don't know. That's not terrible. Ho-Oh. A PSA 6. One from the PSA vault sold for 2.8K in a PSA 9. Brad, sell now. Like, that's nuts. Traveling Chocobo. People like this stupid ass bird, dude. Like, PSA 10. 3 racks for the blue one. That's crazy. Lily, $1,800. CGC, what are we doing? We gonna grade my shit? Just remember that. It's like time to grade my cards, guys. Like, what are we doing? The most expensive Floatzel card in existence, $2,392. Floatzel G level X. Okay. There's Floatzel collectors out there. Son of a bitch. Anything is possible. Is it 5-band graphics too? You fucking goats, dude. Please be. Please be. Where's the artist? That's a Rita? That's in a Readers? It must have been the first time he used Microsoft 3D Paint because that looks like dog shit. What are we doing, Arita? Stick to the freaking pencils. This is brutal. No. A Readers. Okay. Okay. PSA 8 short crimp. 1996 base set pack. $2,000. Damn. CGI Rita. Literally, the probably might be the only time he did CGI. Pokemon Company was like, yeah, I guess we'll accept this shit, but you probably did this in Chat GPT. Never do this again, or we will assassinate you. Yeah, that's pretty dark, dude. It literally looked like a 6-year-old did it in CGI. Not his best take. Moving on, Rayquaza PSA 10 from EX Dragon, first edition, $1,600. Dude, Kyogre is getting some love. PSA 9, $1,275 for a level X full art. Damn. From Black and White. Dragon's Exalted Hollow Rayquaza, $1,000 and a 9. I'm seeing more $1,000 PSA 9s in what I've searched than 10s. What the F? Ain't none of these like vintage either. Like we ain't seeing nothing. Like the Dragonite in a 10 from CGC was the oldest thing we've seen, really. And that is one of the cheaper ones. Whoa. Mewtwo. Almost $4,000 at a PSA 10. Yeah. Felt Hat Pika's down, boy. $2,000 in a freaking 10. Another one. Ooh. First edition base set Charizard pack. 4.9K. Somebody let me know. I'm not like a pack guy, you know? So I was at my local game store the other day, jerking around, looking at stupid shit, and I stumbled upon a couple packs. They had 2 Legendary Collection booster packs. I asked to pull them out. What price would you be buying those at right now? Like, if you wanted to make $200 a pack, the packs were listed at $1,800 a piece. Obviously, they wouldn't let me weigh them. They're not going to tell me the weights. I got to assume they're light because somebody sold them to them. $1,800, and I'm seeing unweighed. I saw unweighed selling for like $2,500. $2,500 I'd seen unweighed. And there's a chance some old lady or some dumbass went in there and sold them unweighed packs. There was a chance. So $1,500 per pack. That's probably what I should have at least offered. They're probably still there, to be honest. Ain't nobody buying those packs or anything, so I might go do that. And then I'll just auction them on my freaking channel on my eBay. That might be the play. But yeah, 2K sounds about right. I would think they're about $2,000 roughly. Pretty crazy. Way back, some of the first purchases I did, I bought 3 first edition base set packs off some Facebook guy. Super sus. $3,000, I think it was for the 3 packs. Ended up flipping them for like $4,500 in like a week. It was dope. It was cool having first edition base set packs though. Light packs don't really matter for Legendary Collection. That's what I was thinking too. I was like, everything's got the reverse in it. Like, if it's a light pack, who gives a fuck? You know, because you still got a shot of that reverse Charizard, reverse Dark Blastoise, whatever. Dark Dragonite. I should have snapped them. I should have at least offered like $1,500 per pack, like Nego store there. That'd have been cool. Would have been cool. All right. What is this? Celebrations Mew, $830. Motherfuckers, go check your bulk right now. $830 for a Celebrations base hollow Mew. That is the sexiest thing I've ever seen in my life. Nego store, exactly. Yeah, you have our respects, Nego store. I didn't get to watch his last video live, but I kept hearing Dan say your name over and over, and he's just, you had him so beat up in the trenches. He kept saying the same shit over and over. I'm like, and he finally realized, he's like, I'm saying the same thing for the 700th time. I need to stop. I'm like, Jesus Christ, Dan. I listened like a day after it went. I'm like, you had him spinning in the mud. That shit was amazing. Oh, lady, eh? Wow, you spelled A wrong. I guess from where you're at, I guess you can spell it that way. Ageism and misogyny in the same sentence reported. Reported from the mod. Respect. That's hilarious. Market is Giga Cooked. What's going on, Jimbo? Appreciate you guys coming in. Almost 10 likes. Fantastic. PSA 6. Let's take a look at this. This is probably a crack and send a tag. PSA 6, first edition Lugia. Yeah, send this boy to Kurt's Card Care. Let him rub his magic sauce on this bitch. Let's go. Like, good night, sir. That is fantastic. Another 2000 freaking Pika. Damn, Electa Buzzard. 2 racks for the first edition PSA 10 Electa Buzzard. Holy. Damn. I guess. 2K? Holy shit. You don't see PSA 10 first edition base rares go for sale often in an auction. Here we are. That's awesome. Tag 9 all day. Seriously, dude. That Lugia is being disrespected in that PSA slab. Mew Prime for $5,000 in a 10. That is a sexy ass 10. Damn. There it is. PSA 10 Arcanine first edition base. $2,300. Son of a bitch. That is a cool card. I kind of, seeing these prices, I kind of miss my PSA 9 first edition base set cards, dude. I had all them bitches but the Charizard. I've had all of them, but I never had a PSA 9 Charizard. It got down to like, it touched the tip of like $15,000. And then Rusty was like, fuck that. He started buying them all at that price. I'm like, you son of a bitch. You own 30 of them. Stop. Let them go lower. And then they went right back up. That mother effer. Zekrom PSA 10, $2,000, dude. Where's all this money coming from? Mafia started collecting or what? Yeah, basically. Because collectibles gain more legitimacy to smart money people. They are moving into Mons. Yeah. This shit's crazy. I love this shit. This shit's wild to me. Pristine 10. This crazy that this is under $1,000 still, to be honest. The Brilliant Stars full art Charizard fighting Venusaur. I think it's cheap compared to some of this other bullshit. You know what I mean? Like, that's like the hit from the set, my guy. That's the hit from the set. Come on, people. That's a $1,700 Pikachu from Legendary Treasures Radiant Collection. Goddamn. Ooh, damn, we're up. PSA 1, no rarity Charizard. $1,100. Still way cheaper than the first edition base in that same grade. A first edition base set Charizard at a PSA 1 is probably like $4,000 right now. 4,400 bucks, my guess. Pokemon's the new NFTs. Is it safe to say James is a multi-millionaire by now? Nah, definitely not. You don't make that much margin on these. You don't. Say he makes 1 to 3% on each sale. Like, you know, he's not a I guess a multi-millionaire is $2 million. He could be $2 million heir. He, like, throw in the net worth of the house, because I believe his house was probably paid off because his other house was paid off. So somebody fucked up here. This card should not be $2,000. First edition base set Machamp with the shadow. It's not even the Cosmo Hollow. He's definitely a millionaire. I mean, a lot of us are millionaires. I'm not quite there, but net worth wise, around the corner. It's around the corner. All the sneaker flippers moved onto Pokemon cards. And it shows. It shows. Gengar VMAX, 2.3K. Damn, Prismatic Evolutions Umbreon's up to 4 racks. Holy. That is fantastic. PSA 10. 2,000 for the Gyarados EX. Mega Gyarados. No, it's EX Gyarados, sorry. Emolga. Legendary Treasures. Nobody cares, but somebody cares. $2,800 worth. Here's a base hollow Kyogre. Base hollow Call of Legends Kyogre. $1,600. So much love for the whale right now. We're going to be seeing amazing rares in here soon. 1,400 on the 151 Zardo. I don't remember seeing it that high last week. That is substantial. Look at us. Look at us. CD promo Blastoise been the same price for 13 years. Holy shit. No, this is definitely up. 756. It's probably double the price of what it was even a couple of years ago. Even in the boom, these didn't boom that much, the CD promo cards. Call Legends Reverse Hollow Umbreon, 2.6K. This is the highest sale I think I have seen for an Umbreon VMAX. $3,400? Damn. Have you ever graded a sealed vintage booster pack? Is it worth it? If it gets a 10, it's worth it. But authenticity is also there. Like, it's sus selling a sealed pack to somebody that's not graded, to be honest. If you sell a sealed pack graded, it has to go through eBay authenticity guarantee, which is amazing. And if you sell a raw pack on eBay, you could get effed pretty hard. You could get effed pretty hard by that. They could open it, say it was damaged, return it. It's just dark, dude. So that's really all sealed. But I don't know. It's also tough to get a 10. But the authenticity there, if it's a cool enough pack, I would do it personally. Makes them easier to display. I don't like throwing around loose packs, dude. Appreciate you stopping in, Chavals. Have a good evening, sir. Have a fantastic one. I have quite a few vintage packs. I wouldn't sell them raw on eBay. I don't trust randos. You can always consign them and pass the risk on to somebody like me. I do sealed consignments. But if I were you, I would probably grade them just to get the authenticity. eBay will send it to the authenticity guarantee when you sell it on eBay. And when it does that, when you sell on eBay, and it has to go to eBay authenticity over $200, I think now. They pretty much take the sale. So if a return happens, eBay takes it, and it doesn't go to you, as long as it's an authentic item. Very cool. Base Hollow Palkia, $900 from freaking Call of Legends. Mew Bubble Man, $2,000 in a PSA 10. That, I want to say, is the first time I've seen that over $2,000 also. That is pretty dope. Neo Genesis First Edition PSA 8 for $1,800. Not bad. This is the Pokemon Center promo from Prismatic in a 10. Almost $800. I love seeing just the year 2025 on most of these cards, and these are the prices we're dealing with. Meanwhile, massive grail in Yu-Gi-Oh! PSA 9, First Edition, Ultimate Rare, Horus Level 8. Only $900. One of the cheaper cards we've seen. What an absolute baddie, dude. Speaking of baddie, Gyarados, cracked ice hollow, $6,700, my dude. Like, you can get a decent Prius for that. So many felt hat Pikachus, $2,000. Man, they missed it by a week. Dude, this is a dope ass looking Shaman, am I right? What is this? $3,000 Shaman EX from 2017? Yo, this is kind of gas. I feel like I've never seen this card before. And it's a promo. Love that. That's a cool Shaman. It's really expensive now, but it's a really cool Shaman. The fact that this Pikachu in a PSA 10 from McDonald's is only 10 times, it's like 9.7 times more than the 2025 Burger Chew is insane. That just goes to show how much like modern demand there is. A PSA 9 Gold Star dog for selling for $1,200 was never on a bingo card anywhere. Anywhere. Ho-Oh, Call of Legends Reverse, $3,000. Fuck. Man, some of like I'd be big sad seeing some of these. Like, damn, my Zapdos collection is probably 3x what I sold it for. But, dude, a Tag 10 Shadowless Mewtwo for 4.5k? PSA 10s of this were selling for like $3,000 forever. 4.5 for a Mewtwo Tag 10. You dumb bitch. What are we doing? Dude. I don't know who's buying these cards. Paying PSA 10 prices for these tag slabs makes no sense. Mega Charizard, $800. Welcome to the stream. An EX XY Evolutions Full Art Mega Charizard. I don't think we've ever seen one. Maybe we did last week, actually, thinking about it. Damn, dude. That's wild. BGS 10 Japanese? Who cares, dude? Aren't they all BGS 10s? $900 for that bitch? Charizard EX 151, $1,200. Dragonite V BGS 10 from Evolving Cries, $1,700. What else? The first One Piece card we've seen, $2,400 for the Monkey D. Luffy manga art. Call of Legends popping. This is that ugly ass Groudon card I roasted last week. This is, I don't remember who drew it though. Let's see. Who drew this piece of shit? Rio Ueda. Volcano Stomp. Flip a coin if heads. Discard the top 4 cards of your opponent's deck. If tails, discard the top 4 of your deck. So ass. Oh yeah, this was the one where we were talking about his BMI. The 11-foot, 2,000-pounder. CDC 10 Karen's Umbreon, $5,000. Dope. 2,000 for the Beat of the Frontier Rayquaza C. What does the C stand for, dude? Tell me. Rayquaza C. I gotta Google. Let's see if Google AI knows this much lore. What is the C in the Rayquaza C level X from Beat of the Frontier? Google AI one time. Stands for colorless type, indicating the card is the colorless type Pokemon. That sounds dumb as shit. Is that it? No. I mean, you can look at the rest of the white card and realize it's colorless. I don't know. Tell me if that's right. Google AI seems fucked up. I'd be shocked. I would be shocked. That would be new something. Learn something new every day, I guess. But holy shit. There it is. The 151 promo from the Ultra Premium Collection Mew. $759. Do I make money just by ripping them bitches now or something? God damn. That's crazy. Gold Star Rayquaza, 5.3K in a PSA 6. You know this card's getting cracked, dude. There ain't no shot. Let me see this. Are there other cards with a C? I'm pretty sure I could picture like seeing them. This is a 6. Damn, somebody doesn't know what Beckett grading is because this is like an 8.5. They definitely left a F ton of money on the table. That's definitely being regraded. $1,000 for a freaking Heracross EX reverse. Who was I watching? Who's that dumbass streamer? What is his name? One of the big ones. Big streamer. Not Pokemon streamer. Oh, dude, he just did like a PSA return. He got absolutely wrecked because he got like one PSA 10. Oh, what's his name? Oh, dude. What is... Ludwig. He did a stream recently. He got absolutely fisted. It was amazing. Pretty much 95% PSA 9s, 110, doesn't know what he's doing. And then he came across, he has a bunch of reverses from like the EX era. And he's like, why does this say reverse on the slab? It's a regular holo. He was so confused. And he doesn't realize that completely that all of them have the stamp on them and they don't. He's like oblivious, and I fucking love it that these people are just so green to Pokemon still, dropping bajillions of dollars into this shit. Absolutely love it. PSA 9 base unlimited Blastoise is $860 now. Cracking a PSA 6 Ray today to do exactly that? Yeah. PSA 6s should never exist. It should be in a BGS slab. No hollow Dark Dragonite, $800. Don't say I see PSA Dark Dragonites on the stream very often. I swear to God, every one of these is a double hollow. I would be shocked to believe the double hollows are more rare, but they sell for more every time. Every time I see this bitch, oh, double hollow. I swear to God, PSA doesn't even know what that means. And if somebody puts that on their submission form, they're like, yeah, fuck it, looks about right. They don't even fucking know. Because I swear to God, they all look like this. They all do. Yeah, this one's going to BGS too, probably. This one's pretty clean. That's a BGS 9 all day. BGS 9.5 Blaine's Charizard, 3,000 US dollars. First edition. Another Mega Charizard from Evolutions. Love it. Most expensive Ursaring card, maybe? Prime Ursaring, $1,600? Is there another one? Let me know. Let me know in the chat. If you can identify an Ursaring more expensive than this, I'll send you a gift. I'll send you something. Identify it. I'll look it up on eBay to confirm. But first one in the chat to pick out an Ursaring. I'm assuming one exists. That's more expensive. You got to be able to find a comp on it, though. That might be the hard part. Got to prove it. Unless I could just read the name and be like, oh, yeah, I forgot about that one. But I feel like I didn't. I feel like I won't. Hella black labels. $4,000 Mewtwo from Crown Zenith. Holy shit. English, at least. This Mewtwo's kind of dope. Black label, $4,000 Blue Shock. Japanese, trash. PSA 8 first edition base set Blastoise, $4,000. That ain't cheap. That ain't cheap at all, dude. Mudkip, $6,000. PSA 8.5. Who leaves it in an 8.5 slab, dude? Nan P's in the house. What's going on, dude? Happy Sunday. Can I get an update on the game? Or I'll look. Hey, it's a game. Come on, Dallas. Come on, Dallas. Hey, yo. That's dope. Dallas needs to win this game. Because I'm pretty sure everyone else in the NFC North lost, which is fantastic. As they all should, because they all effing suck. Did the Bears lose? The Bears won! Oh, shit. Damn, dude. Blocks, field goal. The Preserves, Bears rally. Damn. I didn't think they'd have it in them. DeAndre Swift cooking. I'm shocked. This is my shocked face. Holy fuck. That's wild. That's the highest comp. PSA 10 First Ed Neo Discovery Hollow did 1.1. Damn, dude, I'm that good. I fucking nailed it. That's the most expensive Ursaring card. That's crazy. Sorry, dude. I forgot about that card, though, to be honest. I literally did. I was thinking, I was like, vintage, vintage, vintage. I completely forgot the Neo Discovery one. But that card is kind of buns. It makes sense why that one's more expensive. Probably been a minute. When was that comp from? Was it recent? The 1.1? That's a cool Ursaring card. Black Label Darkness Ablaze Charizard? Dude, remember when next set, best set, everyone was busting nut over this card. They're like, dude, that's such a sick Charizard. Look at this fat bitch, dude. What were we thinking? This is $1,400. This costs more. Oh, this is a Black Label. Never mind. The PSA 10, I'm guessing, $300, $200 still? Is it that high? I don't know. Man, but when this thing came out, it wasn't even an alt art. It's number 20 out of 189. Like, it was too easy to pull this bitch. People were excited. New Charizard does look super sweet. The new one's going to be nuts. I'm seeing, like, easy pull rates, though, right? I'm seeing something like that. Look at this. Black Label Charizard V from the Champions Path ETB. $900. You bastard. This is cool. PSA 10 First Edition Korean. This seems cheap, if I'm being honest. $800. This literally, I filter for $750. So you're only gonna see things lower than this for like a $60 range, and we ain't seeing much below $810. I'd take this over a bunch of those other fucking cards. What's the pop on this? Like 7? Or I don't think they did theme decks on these. Pop 12. And they had the Cosmo Hollow? Dude. That's sharp. 1999, 2000. That's sexy, dude. That's sexy. Not gonna lie. But champ collectors out there popping off. Meanwhile, tonight, like this Pop 12 card sold for $810. But the base unlimited one with the shadow on it, the English one, sold for $2,000. How fucking dumb people are, dude. Crazy. Charizard tends to be in small sets. They want something with an easy hit. Brilliant Stars wasn't that small, was it? Or was it? Mega Evolution's card quality is the best I have seen. Damn, hell yeah, dude. That's cool. So maybe... No, probably not. I feel like Evolving Skies was like a a random hit. Like they do it randomly. Crown Zenith was a smacker. Celebration smacked. Evolutions, like you could pick out these sets in time where when you see bulk in the wild, like it's mint and it don't happen nearly enough. Japanese Victini, $1,100 from the new set. Oh, that's the event prize one. Oh shit. That's not from the set. That's kind of cool. Kind of seems cheap. PSA 4 Charizard Crystal, 3.8K. Wow. Dallas going crazy right now? Let's fucking go, Dak. Let's fucking go, Dak. Dallas is winning. Let's fucking go. That's amazing. Black Label Giratina V's. Or no, sorry. Indonesian. I'm like, damn, 960 is cheap. Indonesian. Makes sense. Still almost $1,000 on that bitch. Umbreon VMAX. I thought the 3.4 was the highest. This is the new highest that I've seen. $3,600. Those collectors are hodling. This is the future of the gray felt hat. How can it not be? How does it not just do what this is doing? You know? Every week this card's more expensive. $8,300 for the Luigi PSA 10. 6 months ago this card was like $4,000. And yeah, this one's now 16. So you're gonna spend $25,000 to get the Pikachu and the Luigi in a 10. That, sir, is absolutely effed. Who out there buying Indonesian black labels? The people that put their collection in the background of their videos, you'll never know that son of a bitch is Indonesian. It'll just look like a black label of that card. And they'll be flexing on you, dude. They be flexing on you. They'll be like, look at my Crown Zenith black labels, pussies. And you can't even read them bitches because they're so far away. But you're just going to think it's like a $3,000 card, but it's all in Indonesian. Smart. It's smart. Another one. Another Mega Charizard from Evolutions. Oh, PSA 9 Blastoise EX. From Fire Red Leaf Green. $930. This Crown Zenith black label's like $10K. They're out there, dude. I bet the English Giratina from Crown Zenith in a black label. Let's see. How much is that bitch? Take a guess. Crown Zenith Black BGS 10 Giratina. There probably isn't any for sale. There's gold labels. Oh, there is one for sale. Yeah, buy now, motherfucker. $10,000, bitch. Let's go. It's for sale. $10,000. $21,000. There's one for sale for $10,000 and another one for $21,000. So this card, of course, is worth $10,000. That's how that works. Sold listings. One sold a month ago for $5.9K. So it's at least $10,000 now. Facts. Man, look at us. That is fantastic. Gold Star Kyogre in a PSA 9's almost $4,000. Son of a bitch. Skyridge Gengar in a PSA 9, $6,280. Final Fantasy Magic the Gathering graded modern? The fuck? Magic the Gathering graded modern card that isn't serialized. Huh. Okay. Okay. Something. Why does the Kyogre say damaged? Damaged slab. That's why. Because the slab has damage. It's probably not in the pictures because it looks like the picture's trimming the corners of the border of the freaking. That's kind of sus. Not gonna lie. How you gonna sell? Maybe it's on the back. Oh yeah, you kind of see the bottom. It's got like a crack or something on the very bottom of the slab. But yeah. Oh, did y'all see it? I posted on my Instagram. Shout out to cantoshark.com. Not sponsored by anybody but myself. Canto Shark just had a sale of this card in a PSA 10 for $255,000. That would be an insane wire or ACH transfer to see come through my account. Holy shit. Respect the middleman. Respect the middleman. That's crazy, dude. Shameless plug though, if you do want to consign any of your sealed products, graded video games, hit me up. Dagreenshiz.com. Go check it out. Link down below in the description. Just had a bunch of auctions in today. Probably one of our higher weeks we've had in a minute. We already had like 20 different listings sell, 20, 30. It was a pretty busy week. Empoleon 770. Who the collects Empoleon cards? 255K, man. I ain't capping. There's another rare PSA 10 first edition base super energy removal. These are brand new certs though. It's kind of cool. It's pretty dope. Deoxys card, $890. There it is, boys and girls. The Uyama's Pikachu, $31,000 confirmed paid already. $31,000. Black label Uyama Pikachu. Wow. The fuck. The absolute F is going on. $31,000. Damn, son. Damn. This dude had a. Jeez, what the fuck? I'm so confused. He had a bit like these bids. You looking at these bids? Oh, you can't see it. Hold up. Maybe you can see it on this. Nope, that's worse. Website browse. Nope. Website. Nope. Damn it, Jim. I can move it. There we go. These are confusing as shit. So these bids make sense. 18, 20, 20, 31, 31, 21, 21, 31. They retract the bid. It went 18, 20, 20. Old boy bid to 31. That was his max bid. And then the guy that ends up winning the card bid up to 31,251. And then it would appear that this guy, E2, retracted his bid because it dropped down to 21K. And then old boy took it over because his max bid's 31. And then it jumped. Somebody must have bid all the way up to like 31,000 and his max. Jesus Christ. How do you keep that straight, eBay? That shit's all jacked. I'm confused. I was looking at it, going through the numbers, and I'm confused. So I can only imagine how y'all feel right now. Let me know if that made sense. That was crazy. That is crazy. What's going on, Katie Lowen? 31,000 for Uyama Pikachu? Yes. Could have bought 1.5 Black Label Burger Chews. I'm curious. There's a bunch of those now, so I'm curious how they continue. I'm curious to see how those cards continue. This person took a bath. 1875. This card's down $500 on this sale from last week. $500 drop in a week is really effing bad. PSA 9 first edition base Bulbasaur. It looks like a gray stamp for $850. That's crazy. Hope you're doing fantastic, Katie. Black, BGS, Gold Star Charizard, Black Zard, $5,100. Not bad. It's already 10 o'clock, son of a bitch. That is crazy. I had a fantastic trip. Thanks very much. Gaia Volcano. What the is this? What is this Groudon? This thing looks dope as hell. The 2014 Primal Groudon EX. That's kind of dope. You don't see this every day. PSA 10 population 230 though. Damn, that's crazy. Dang. All these Pikachus are getting busted. Dark Charizard. Goddamn. First edition Hollow. PSA 8. Ain't nobody selling 10s, dude. Deoxys Reverse PSA 10 Gyarados. That's sexy. $4,000. What does a PSA 10 Deoxys card look like? Because god damn, these cards have terrible print quality. Absolutely terrible. Like, the freaking border's dirty, dude. That is not on the slab. That surely is not on the slab. There's freaking mold on that bitch. That's crazy. Let's take a look at the back. Like, the print quality in these cards is so buns. The fact that one of these could ever get a 10 blows my mind. Huh. Yeah, I don't know about all that. Usually that's not stuff on a slab, that color. But maybe it is. Who knows? Pulverize. If the defending Pokemon already has at least 2 damage counters on us, this attack does 50 damage plus 50 more damage. Does 20 damage times the number of damage counters on all of your Magikarp. That's so bad. Magikarp's health way too low for that to actually do anything. Sceptile EX 859, dude. Let's go. Ancient Origins. Sceptile out there cooking. Damn, sleep poison attack? The fuck? How come that ain't in the games? I swear I've never seen that in my life. Puts his ass to sleep and poisons him? That's like fucking Snow White type shit, huh? Grail. Black Label. Not Black Label. Black Luster Soldier. PSA 10 Japanese Ultimate Rare. We've looked everywhere. That card is not there. Fantastic. What does that mean? It's right there, though. What is this? Dragon Ball cards? People spend money on Dragon Ball? Jesus Christ. That's awesome. So cool. Black Label. I think it's made by the people that make Weiss, so I feel like all of them should be. If it's not a Black Label, you shouldn't buy it. Tag 2 Gold Star Muse, $1,200. The Card Man. What's going on, dude? Pitina? John Kitna? Like 16 to 13 at half. Dude, let's go. LFG Dallas. Green Bay's frauds. They're in shambles. $1,700 CD promo Chari. Damn. Heatran level X, you bastard. Stormfront, $2,000 for a Heatran. My God. Gengar non-hollow from Skyridge is $2,000. This is a buy. PSA 9 first edition Legend of Blue Eyes. Exodia the Forbidden One for $1,800. Such a baddie. Newer Cert 2. They do not. This shit's crazy. It's crazy how low the pop on all the Yu-Gi-Oh cards is about to be because nobody was grading the shit back in the day, and now you definitely can't grade the shit because you can't get 10s on vintage. So, it's pretty crazy. Appreciate the like, Ivan. Like your name, sir. Appreciate you coming and saying hello. Suicune SGC, Jesus Christ. That's something you don't see on these streams, is SGC. This is a CGC 9.5 Raikou with a freaking orb in the background. 780. 780 bucks, cheap. What is this? A Zygarde EX Mega Powers Collection? $800. Who the fuck is buying a Zygarde for $800? What are we doing? Fucking Zygarde is like, it's the dude from the Power Rangers. $800 Power Ranger card, dude. Like, you know, I think the Pink Ranger is going to be at the Collecticon in Chicago. I might have to have her sign this. Literally, it's got to be what they thought it was going to be. Yeah. Why skip? CGC 10 first edition Sabrina's Gengar, $1,800. If this was a tag 10, it'd be $5,000. If it was a PSA 10, it'd be, I don't know, $10,000. But it's CGC 10, so it's cheaper than both of them. But if it was a pristine 10, it would be more than both of them. Make it make sense, people. This card's ass. The Japanese one's so much nicer. $5,000 PSA 9 Metagross Gold Star. $5,000 for that shit ass card? Wow. A Metagross? Apparently a BGS 8.5 Torchic 5.6. The math ain't mathin', dude. A 10 of this is a quarter milli. A 8.5 is 5.6K. What an industry we're in, dude. Like somebody, like if just to clean, like if you could clean a card, trim it, do whatever, you can turn 5.6 grand into a quarter million just by being good with paper. That's slightly terrifying. Like these labels on these PSA slabs are just getting better. Like the copycat ones. They're gonna get there soon. Like PSA, that's one thing PSA hasn't changed in like ever is their font. And why people can't figure out how to copy it, which I feel like ChatGPT could probably do in a minute. I don't get it, but here we are. It's that. Could that ruin the entire hobby? As soon as we know fakes are too good and they just are in circulation, does that just ruin and drive this into the ground? Could that be like our Big Bang moment? Because that is terrifying. That could really that would tarnish any need that I would ever want to buy something that was recently graded, you know, because you would probably target modern mostly, but opportunities are endless. Blackstar promo Dragonite, $950 on that B. Damn, dude. CGC 10 Gengar VMAX, almost half the price of a PSA 10. Please crack this out and send it to PSA. They have almost the same gem rates, people. Please. Please. Mew EX. I should probably do another video just to remind people that the gem rates on ultra modern sets is basically the same for a CGC 10 and a PSA 10. It seems people forget this. And meanwhile, you have CDC 10 prices half the price of PSA 10s. Send that bitch. If it's not a pristine 10, it should go into a PSA slab. So do yourself a favor. That is actually the end of that Z&G auction block. Now, again, if you want to consign any of your graded cards, go to Z&G, check them out. If you want to consign them on eBay, if you want to consign them on Fanatics, though, I do recommend Catch 'em All Collectibles for all of your graded card needs or video games on Fanatics. But if you want to consign sealed products, send them to me. I do sell them on eBay weekly. Link down below in the description. This is not the website I wanted. This is regular Fanatics. I need Fanatics Collect. Any questions, please let me know. As of very recently, also have insurance covering all inbound shipments. So that is a thing. God damn it, I need to log in. Oh, pickles. Dude, I should be having a Fanatics fulfillment, like, showing up at my door any day now. I filled it out, like, weeks ago. Where are my cards? Let me take a look. Now I'm curious. Tell me it shipped. Did it not? Requests. Fulfillment ready to process. Created September 19th. Updated September 24th. The fuck does that mean, people? Did you lose a card and you can't find it? And you... Jesus Christ. Alright. Without further ado, we're going to hop into the slowest website on east of the Mississippi. It's actually west, I lied. Because it takes fucking years for this bitch to load up anything. So bear with me as we suffer through this together. Hand in hand. Loading. Loading. These member goals certainly cannot be right. I probably have like 7 members now. That's definitely wrong. So don't be fooled by that. This is still loading. This is fantastic. I haven't even clicked the which filters I want yet. God, this fucking site is atrocious. I don't know how they do it. Know what they should do? They should sell on eBay. Have they ever thought about that? That's funny. Shikishi Arts. Let's go. Techno Vaporeon, PSA 10, 3.8K. CDC 10 first edition base set Blastoise, 10K. There's the pristine 10 Bubble Mew. That ain't doing too hot. That's selling for basically the same price as the PSA 10s that James on Z&G sold. So I'm seeing a bunch of Tops, Techno, and Sparkles. So I gotta do a quick search for the Glizzard, the Diglets, real quick, just to see if there's anything that catches my eye. Because I don't think I went through this yet. Oh shit! Pristine 10 Expedition non-hollow Glizzy. That's kind of nice, dude. 56, 58 bucks. That's like $100 Glizzy though. Damn. It ain't that nice. Who wants an Expedition non-hollow Diglett, bro? Why is that so expensive already? Y'all are fucked up. It's fucked up. Alright. Let's check out some of the highest items in the auction tonight. Inside of the Fanatics Collect. We'll roll through this. Last week, I think on Fanatics, they sold a Mewtwo PSA 10 first edition base for what I believe was $45,000. Alakazam here is getting his cheeks absolutely clapped by that Mewtwo sale. Sitting at 21 grand. Base set 2 PSA 10 Chari with a pretty little orb on it. 13,000. PSA 7 first edition base Charizard, 10 grand. Holy shit. $10,000 for a Zapdos PSA 10 first edition base. This has got to be a record. Sparkle, that seems cheap. I'm actually shocked. Sparkle Gengar PSA 10, 8250. That's kind of bad. Not gonna lie. Not great. Ooh, PSA 6 Charizard. It's my favorite grade. This is my favorite grade. Because I can crack these. I love cracking PSA 6 Charizards. The front of this boy looks sex. The back of it. These are where those trimmers would come in. There's a PSA 10 Charizard out there that's surely trimmed. And they just did not get to this one in time. Corners whitening pretty bad. Just need a little bit of a blue Sharpie. Get this bitch looking nice, you know what I mean? The front of this thing is clean though, dude. Like this in a binder. Good night. This thing looks nice. Very nice looking front. Hey, yo. Hey, yo, if you have not already, consider hitting the like button. We're almost at 20 likes. Fantastic. If I get to 20 likes, my wife says I get to eat dinner tomorrow. That's fucking epic. That would be so nice. PSA 9 first edition base set Venusaur 4.5K. I should just delete all of my old sales and Instagram pictures because they're depressing looking at what I had. Fuck. It's pretty dark. Authentic altered Rayquaza, $2,800. Fantastic. Gold Star Ray. Sparkle Blastoise, $2,300. First edition base set CGC is absolutely fried compared to PSA, dude. It's a quarter of the price. That's insane. Like, what a sick card. A CGC 10 Gem Mint Typhlosion from Neo Genesis. $2,000. When was the last time we saw a PSA 10 of this sell? Damn, dude, that's such a cool card. So sexy. Alright. I'm tired. Ooh, shit. Dark Charizard, CGC 10 Gem Mint, first edition. That's kind of dope. What is the last sale on eBay? Let's take a quick look. I'm curious. Buy it now, available, $4,000. Last sold is 2.8, I'm guessing. Last sold 2.9. Damn, I was close. Fuck. I was really close. That was impressive. If I bid that, what is that? You ain't gonna tell me? You don't tell me how much it is with max bid, bitch? Like, what the Where? If I click bid now, are you gonna tell me? Oh my god, I hate this site. That's $2,000 bid. Last sold 2,900 September 22nd. Okay, there it is. Updating. I've probably been outbid. Bid now. Probably been outbid. Yeah. We got it up there, another $400 for somebody. Cannot complain about that. Okay, y'all. It's been awesome. Another freaking epic stream. Epic cards. This is Zapdos. PSA 9 for $1,800. That's even expensive as fuck. Damn. Anyways, I appreciate you guys coming in, saying hello, hanging out with me. I've had a blast. I will be here next Sunday. Go check out subscribe to my YouTube if you haven't. I'll be here for a while. Y'all have a good one. Peace.